Walker Nation, Creek, what's going on, guys? We're live. I'm going to discuss something right quick and get it in and out and try to use my head as best I can with the little I have to think about this topic. But if y'all didn't know, so apparently NASA was trying to apparently warn us about something that they saw out in the sky, something that could have been a possible mothership, something called a 3I or Atlas or some such thing like that. Apparently, they were saying it's some sort of comet, and now they're saying it's an alien mothership that they see with lights. At this point, with anything that NASA says anymore, it's just a straight out lie at this point. Because we really don't know unless we actually explore the far reaches of space. Because anything that NASA says, at this point, it's just a straight up lie or it's just propaganda. That's just pretty much what it is. It's just a straight up lie or propaganda, dude. I mean, how do they really know what it actually is? Just because you've got super powered telescopes and cameras attached to them to capture these images. Yeah. Hey, Tracy. How do they even know exactly what it is? Just based off of a thing that they got on their telescope with a camera and they take a picture or record it, whatever they're doing. It's anything that NASA says at this point, it's just propaganda and it's useless. Like it's not going to help anybody. I mean, I find it fascinating where they come up with these facts, but it's it's just misinformation and it's misconstrued. It's all it is. It's a bunch of hearsay. It's all it is. And I'm glad you're coming around more. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for being cool and kind with me. And I appreciate it. But yeah, it's all propaganda, and it's also because apparently somebody's saying that there's apparently supposed to be a invasion of the big mothership that was supposed to be coming back from what so many years ago or so many billion years ago, where the some supposed unheard civilization of the first bit of life and such. I told you, and then some light showed out. Yeah, but they're always saying something. They always got something to say, some sort of propaganda, some sort of narrative, something. It's always this or that. Oh, a giant meteor is heading to Earth in 30 something years. Okay, where'd you get the information and how'd you come up with it? Did you just pull it out your hind end and say, hey, look what I got? I wrote this down. I mean, I don't mind diving into rabbit holes and having conspiracy theory ideas, but at this point, nobody really knows until they actually go out and explore space for what it is. And right now, I think the technology we have is still far behind to even be able to advance into this far black dark wilderness of the empty, the void with planets and the galaxy, the Milky Way, and all that. Even though people are saying that they're going to eventually try to explore the vast reaches of space to uh go and get minerals for off other planets and bring them back to Earth. I think it's a hoax. I believe it was filmed and done in Hollywood, 100%. Even though they had what was it, Buzz Aldrin and the whoever the heck the other guy was his apparent partner. Some people were speculating that it might have been filmed in Las Vegas, somewhere out there in the desert and such. I believe it's fake. I don't believe it's real. I used to believe that we it could have been a possibility, but as a kid, I would believe anything. Neil Armstrong, yep. Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong, yep. It's it's a load of who to me. It's a load of who now. I mean, how do we really know exactly what's even out there? I mean, there's conspiracy theories and stuff. Don't get me wrong. I will always believe in the myth and all the mysteries and myths and stuff that we have out there. But kind of funny. Yeah, because there's too much nonsense going on at the home front. And honestly, I think we should be more focused on staying and exploring the home front more. and try to take better care of Earth and preserve what we have here. Preserve all that we can and stop killing off all the trees. Um, and take care of Earth, make it last. Because if what theorists are saying, if we keep up the way we're going to keep up, the planet's going to be a wasteland. Nobody really knows. They could say this, they could say that. It's clamor. It's a bunch of clamor. Nobody really knows. It's just a bunch of clamor. But for this supposed alien invasion and such, yeah, I hey, I believe there is a lot in the ocean. Heck, we only explored a small percentage of the ocean. What up, Niels or Noels or Bradford? What's up? Cool name, by the way. Bradford, Sam Bradford, quarterback for the. Yeah, exactly. I mean, if we at least do that, at least regrow them, at least replant them. At that, at least be able to be more beneficial to the environment. Yes, I 100% agree to keep it preserved. It's just blowing the mind to this point. I remember coming across a conspiracy thing on TikTok. Apparently, something called Operation Blue or something. Apparently, the government's supposed to do some sort of apparently hyper projection or some sort of whatever the heck it is, hologram or some sort of holographic like supposed to be some sort of technology they're going to be working with, something called Project Blue, something like that, to where there's supposed to be a fake alien invasion with like all that whole entire holographics technology that they have within the military and in the government and such. Because it was a huge thing on TikTok. Apparently there was supposed to be like a huge alien invasion and supposed to get people supposed to go run, prepare, and prep and be ready for all this nonsense. Don't get me wrong. I do believe that there's possible aliens. It's just you don't know for sure. Yeah, rumor is it's very there's rumor there is that there's possibly those aliens that might have come from space more likely stayed on Earth to live in the ocean. Very possibly, they could be hidden in and out. There's been theories that they're possibly living in the ocean. I mean, who really knows? I mean, I think so. Yeah, they say that all the time. Just like they said in 2012, the world is going to end. Didn't happen. And then as soon as the 2000s came around, the first star that they said, like towards the into 99, oh, the world is going to end. The world is going to end. Didn't happen. 7 days of darkness in November. Never happened. Supposed to be 7 total darkness days in November. Didn't happen. It's all propaganda and who's goo. It's all it is. It's a bunch of hearsay and all that garbage. It's what they're doing to scare people. It's all fear tactics and stuff. Y2K. Do I even know what that is? You might have to inform me on that one. I don't know what the Y2K is. I don't look. There's some stuff in the Bible that I believe in. There's some stuff I just don't believe. I'm not that religious. I do believe in a God, but I just don't think. I heard about the darkness stuff when I was really young. I kept hearing people telling me growing up, oh, in November there's supposed to be 7 days of darkness, total darkness, and such. Never seen it, never heard. All that stuff was, is to scare you. That's all it was. It's just to scare you. It's all part of the game. Oh shit. Well, yeah. I mean, I was born in '99, so I mean, I might have been too young to say that. I might have been too young to even know about that till I started hearing about it. That's probably a project. What up? What up, Lightning? But I just think it's all a bunch of hearsay. That's all it is to me. That's just what it is. Like, I think it's just people. Like I said, I've said this before on a previous stream. I think a lot of that stuff that people say is people paid to say that stuff. Like they push all this religious stuff, all this propaganda. Like somebody is paying these people to go and say these things. So you get a whole following and a whole group of people to be convinced and follow into what you're saying. Like that's that's what I legit think it is. I mean, it's not hard to figure that out. People are more than capable of just falling for anything. I mean, heck, it's like falling for like one of those scammer call ads, especially the older folks or someone a little young and got their first phone and learning how to use the darn thing. I'm good, Lightning. I hope you're good. Like, it's just like so many people fall for all this anymore. I'm like, you can believe what you want to believe. I'm not saying you can't believe what you don't want to believe or believe what you want to believe, but it's just if you read between the lines or read between the messages, you can see for what it is, man. Some of it's facade. Some of it's just used for like propaganda. Some people just push these narratives. Exactly. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm with you there. 100, Tracy. 100. For real, for real. No, exactly. No, I know what you mean. 100. I mean, I like diving into rabbit holes and I like diving into conspiracy things, but there is a lot out there. Lots and lots and lots of. There's some truthful information and there's just a bunch of misinformation until you have to kind of dive and figure it out for yourself. And that's when you take notes. Some things I just know from like the bits and pieces that I read for myself and learn from others that have already done all the research. So I stick for that and I take them at the word. It's like I said, it's a bunch of hearsay. I mean, literally, when a person goes and tells you like they're gonna spread the word of God and Jesus Christ, okay, that's cool. But here's the thing. But when they're going around and like pushing like a certain way of it off on you, like trying to get you to believe this or kind of just be pushing it down your throat, kind of like the whole rainbow agenda. Just trying like they push it in movies and shows and all that. But like when you get ads or advertisements or things on your TV or through just things on your phone, they're always doing this type of stuff. Like somebody's paying these guys to be doing this. I mean, it doesn't hurt to spread the word of God and stuff. Like I'm not bothered by that. But a lot of the stuff in the Bible, any like if it is true what they said in those old scriptures from way back when, as long as they're still intact and they're still able to read and still been preserved from those times to this very day as we speak in 2025, if we're still able to read them and still able to transcript what is actually said in those scriptures, it'd make a lot more sense to actually be able to actually translate what's there. But look, just like a Wikipedia page or a Bible page, the hell? Just like in the whole Bible, like there I've heard that so many people can just sit there and rewrite and change so much of that. Like there's so many people that just want to sit there. There's just so many people that just want to sit there and write it and say this and say that. Like, look, I mean, if it is true, if it's true. If it's not, it's not. I mean, it's just depends on how you. It's just how you believe it and how you like perceive with like how you just see things for yourself. I mean, that's how it should be because it's it's nuts. It's legit nuts. Because I mean, look, I don't know if anybody else noticed, but on Wikipedia, people can change anything on there. It's like anybody can get access and just change and write whatever they want to say. I mean, hell, people can edit words in history books or in those dang history pages of Wikipedia. That's why people say that like Wikipedia is not a reliable source because so many people can sit there and rewrite it, just like the Bible or just like the old. Uh, I have two of them. I don't. I said I was gonna read it one day. I was gonna try to read the whole Bible within myself to learn, but just never took that full interest in diving into it. But people can write anything in a book, change words, anything. Like it's that simple. Like you can easily fall for whatever's being said. It's all play of words. I mean, just like music, just like record labels. Hey, artists say, the record labels claim, oh, our guys in our industry, they get a big creative hand. But what you don't realize deep down inside, record labels controlling everything that goes on, pulling all the strings. Ain't nobody got no creative freedom except whatever they throw in front of you and you sing and whatever they write. And you go with it. Because they got the money and they tell you what to do. I ain't doing that crap. Because that's, like I said, that's why I think, yeah, they are a good thing to learn. That's why I think the whole, that's why I think a lot of this, like, religious stuff or just the way some of this stuff is nowadays, it's cult-like. Just because the way they try to push it in your face or just how they carry about it. Uh, it's nuts. They try to push it in your face. They try to get you to think this way or get you to see it this way or get you to perceive it this way. Like it's redundant. Straight up redundant. And I don't and for the people that are very acceptable, they will articulate this as bad as they can. Hey, I learned a Serb word. Don't worry, Serb. Scott will find you. We need you to save the giant whale that went missing. Kermit's wife's washed up. Oh, shit. Yeah, that's true. That is 100% true. That is 100% true. Oh, oh yeah. That's why I just don't like that's why I don't believe in the whole religious thing. I mean, I was baptized Baptist as a young'un. I guess I did the whole thing you're supposed to do when you're a baby. They drip you in a little bit in the holy water and bring you up. That's why I apparently was baptized Baptist. Look, I can claim to be a Christian, but I just don't believe in everything. That's why I'm just like that's the way my mind is. I've always been this way for years. Till I started seeing through the bullshit and seeing it for myself. Let's go way deeper than we. Facts! 100, Tracy. For real, for real. Exactly. That is a huge truth bomb. That is true. And like I said, I'm not trying to sit here and bash on anybody that believes in what they want to believe in. But I just think there is just such a fine line to all this, and it's just, like I said, a bunch of who's goo, a bunch of all that. So much for this so-called Atlas or 3i freaking um so-called mothership alien invasion. I'd have to look into that and listen to it. I'd have to look into it. I probably heard it. We talking about President Dwight Eisenhower. The president. Hey Heidi. We talking about the president Dwight Eisenhower. I remember learning about him in history. I think he was a war general or something like that. Like he served in some of the wars. Goodbye orange juice. Whew. Yeah. I just don't know what else to talk about. Because I mean, I pretty much said the same old thing that I said previously about a lot of stuff and how I perceive it and what I believe it is. It's just the way I see it. Yeah, that's the way I see it. I really don't know what to exactly say or like talk about because I just know if I talk anymore on any more of this, it'll be a repeated circle, and I don't want to bore you guys. But I think I've got out all I want to say, except that this whole mothership thing that people were going to say, oh my God, prepare, there's an invasion, there's aliens, it's a mothership. NASA said it's a mothership, there's lights. It's coming to Earth. It's gonna prepare and evade and attack. Yeah, that's a bunch of who's go boozloo. I ain't believing it. If I had 25 cents in a hat and give it to the homeless, I'd still give the homeless. Oh, for real. That's all it is. It's propaganda. It's a bunch of who's go BS bullcrap. Just like the whole religious things. That's all it is. That's why I just like that's like I'm like, this is ridiculous. I mean, I know I'm conservative, but I've really just dropped out of the whole politic thing at this point. At this point, it ain't got nothing to do with politics. It's more about using your head and just seeing things for what it is. Screw politics. It's more about trying to see shit for what it is. Yeah, that's what they say. That's what they say. But I'm still skeptical about that because they got a camera on that thing and it records and it takes images. Yeah, I'm not so sure. And then next thing you know, you see an Instagram post. NASA has found a planet full of water that is over 100 something light years away. Yeah, if that's the truth and that's the case, let's hope that's reliable and resourceful. But if it ain't, it's a bunch of oh, look out, there's an alien invasion. Everybody hit the deck. There's an alien invasion. Oh my god. I'm gonna go playing hands. I'm gonna go playing hands. There's a devil in your house, brother. There's a demon in that house, brother. There's a demon in there. Brother, there's a demon in your house. Yeah, demons. Yeah, sure. Do praying hands. Go ahead. Freaking weirdos. Bunch of nuts. Bunch of nuts. I believe in some conspiracies, but it depends on where you look and how you see it. It's all about reading in the lines. Tracy, Heidi, I'm glad y'all are here, man. I appreciate y'all. Nah, it is, but we can't discover most of our exactly because we need to explore more on the home front instead of out in the freaking vast blither space. Like, good God. I mean, look, I I think the concept of terraforming is cool as shit. If they want to take and strap a asteroid with some sort of like I got people. Hey, what's up, Mr. T? Oh, hang on a minute. Give me a second. I got people that believe in the whole terraforming thing. Here's the thing: they're saying if they put an asteroid and strap some sort of like laser and something where if it infiltrates on Mars, they're possibly going to try to turn it all green. There's like a whole bunch. I mean, if y'all ever played or watched like the whole game on a Horizon Zero Dawn, and then watch through the play through the Forbidden West, it talks about being able to do that and then keeping preserving human life. Oh, exactly. Yep, it's all about having an open mind. Like I said, I hate that I've fallen for a lot of this garbage growing up, but at this point, it's just like you. I'll have to watch. I'll have to check that out. It'd be cool if they made Horizon into a series. That I'd be interested in. Share that with Barb's. She'd love that. Phew. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, I think the whole concept of being able to strap an asteroid, have a laser, and have a rocket at the end of that dang asteroid, having some sort of system to where it can terraform other planets, the whole concept of that, I wouldn't mind that one bit. I mean, if that is a possibility to where if we could take the life that we have on Earth and take it to other planets and try to fix and preserve those other planets to where there be more life, then by all means, let's do it. But if we ain't got the technology or the smarts on how to do it, don't do it. Until we get a little more further advanced and able to have the right technology to do that. And besides, a lot of all berries like, well, Elon Musk has this idea. He wants to put AI robots to build domes out on Mars, so we can colonize and live on Mars. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'd rather be in my home, boy. I'd rather be able to take care of what we have here and be thankful for it and stop destroying it, stop being lazy, and stop littering and trashing and stop throwing plastic out there in the stupid ocean and letting it kill fish or sea turtles. Like, it's redundant. Like, what we should do is use it again and make it resourceful for something more useful. Because there's tons of space on this planet. And heck, I also believe that there's possibly another continent on the other side of that ice wall of Antarctica. Somebody was talking about an ice wall and there being a possible thing over there. I believe in that. Until someone brought that to my attention, I was like, what? I started listening. I was like, dude, that'd be lit if there is. And there's probably a little bit more to our space than we realize. Oh, Tracy, about the whole ocean thing. Heidi, about the whole ocean thing. Y'all are going to call me crazy, but this is my theory. So, all those people that used to be part of Atlantis, all the people that used to be part of Atlantis, I believe all those sirens or mermaids, I believe that all those mer people and all those mer people and all those mermaids and sirens, I believe that they are the people that have transformed and adapted to the ocean as those creatures that we know of today as the sirens and mermaids. Oh, good point. What if we are the aliens? That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah, we are. Even though apparently Bill Gates come out and backpedaled about the whole what was it, climate change or something, or playing with the climate control and shit. Yeah. Oh, by the way, mods, if y'all see any trolls in here or anything, give them the old flickaroo with the old magic screw. Make them do Twister on a paper bag and get trapped in there. They'll have themselves tied like a paper pretzel knot. Serb, you got a conspiracy hat. That's funny. That's funny. Yeah. But I like Trump, but I don't agree with all things. I like Trump, but right now I'm just like, yeah, I'm like I said, politics aside, I don't really care. No, 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 no. I used to watch Ancient Aliens back in when I was a lot younger. I used to sit there and watch Ancient Aliens, and there was this group of divers. There were not the divers, and I think there were some sort of college or some sort of scholars. I'm not sure, but they were supposed to. They were going underwater in a submarine, and they're going down to explore what might possibly where they go down in to water. They go down to hoping to find a possible thing of Atlantis. And come to find out, their thing, like they've just been sitting there for a little bit, and all of a sudden they capture what looks to be a hand. And then when you freeze like that bit of the video where they capture that, there is a what looks to be like a mermaid or a mer person, siren mer person. What that possibly means. That's where my whole that's where my whole theory about believing in them came from. The whole myth to where I'm convinced that they're real. I mean, someone could probably tell me, "Oh, but that show was scripted. It's fake. It was all done a certain way." Well, if that's the case, then okay, whatever. But I'm still 100% convinced that those people are the descendants of Atlantis. The city might have fell under some ruins in a war, perhaps, and it collapsed under the Great Flood, for all we know. It could have possibly happened from the Great Flood. I'm not sure if it was Noah or was it God or Noah, but one of them flooded the earth. And then with time, I'd say that war that unfolded could have possibly got wiped away. I mean, I could have my history and my time screwed up, but oh yeah, sirens. They're basically the creature that leads sailors into thinking that there is a female lost at sea, a female that is singing lost at sea on a rock. That is what that thing does. It leads sailors that are lost at sea on a boat, it leads them out there, and they go looking and thinking they're going to find something. And what it ends up doing? It ends up taking the sailor and dragging them to their death in water, and they're never heard from again. That's what those sirens do. Because just because they sing a beautiful melody, doesn't mean it's always a beautiful woman. For all you know, it's some sort of creature trying to drag you to your death. That was some old stories, they said. And another thing, I just thought of this. You know the whole light pollution thing, right? The whole light pollution concept. If we were to turn off every light in every neighborhood, in every city, they say that you'd be able to see the Milky Way galaxy in all its beautifulness. Just like in that one screenshot that I might post on my community wall. If you follow my gaming channel, I'm going to post that later and let y'all take a look at it. If we didn't have all the light pollution, we'd be able to see the whole galaxy in its beauty for what it is. I mean, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I believe. But yeah. Oh, they say it's magnificent. They say it's a thing of beauty, like something you'd never think you'd see. It's like something in like a storybook. It's that gorgeous. Yeah, I believe the light pollution. I mean, look, don't get mad at Thomas Edison for developing the light. Don't get mad at him for that. He was an inventor. He invented. He found something, and he invented the light bulb after numerous, like what, thousand struggles until he finally figured out what it was he needed to make the light bulb. I mean, hell, there was a cartoon on it that we watched as kids. Good show. Really good cartoon. I think they did a hell of a job with it. I loved it. Yeah, I think we should use nuclear energy. Instead of making nuclear weapons, I think we should use the nuclear for energy. Instead of bombs and nukes and all sorts of weapons, I think we ought to use it for more clean energy. Be honest. Use it for clean energy and stop mining all that stupid lithium. Focus more on the lithium. Not focus on the lithium. Leave it out. Leave it alone. Stop making all these stupid Teslas. It's ridiculous. That's all that Tesla. That's all that they use to make those dang batteries. Don't want nothing to do with no Tesla. I'd rather go old school and keep it the way we had it, where a lot of these cars didn't have all this electrical stuff. So at least you can run it on. Hell, you could probably run it on olive oil or run it on hell, take an old diesel truck, run that son of a bitch on olive oil or run it on some damn kerosene shit. Whatever the hell you can come up with that'll work as a damn gas burner. Or at least something that has oil that burns like it's supposed to in the combustion chamber. Well, I don't know if there's anything else I want to add. I think I've said all I said long enough, and this was a fun stream and a long topic stream, and I think I've said all I needed to say. Go back to, yep, back when imaginations and was a thing. I mean, I don't mind the technology we have, but I just think sometimes Can make people a little goofy. No, that I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh yeah, it worked as a car. It can work as a boat, and it worked as a submarine. I know what you're talking about. It's still a thing. It's still a thing. They probably took and silenced the guy because of his ideas and opinions. They probably took him and silenced him. They took and silenced him because of his ideas, his thinking, and his concepts. Somebody in the government probably more likely took and told him to hush because he was a free thinker with a lot of ideas. Yeah, it's because it's all about controlling what they want. It's all about controlling what they want. If they don't get what they want, they go and silence you for it. That's how it be. How it be. Tell all these big heads and their stupid. Tell all these big heads and their stupid ideas with what they want to push and claim that they took and invented this and claim that they got the patent and everything on this invention. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so, Chief. I don't think so. All right. Yeah. I mean, hell, there's people right now that are working on making flying cars. Yeah, there's an old quote. It's just some people. There's an old quote that says, "Some people wish they'd just go back to the way life was before they knew what the world actually was." Yeah, yeah, it is scary for real, for real. It really is. The concepts, all the ideas, and all the talk on it. Yeah, it's nuts. It's nuts. But yeah, thank you all for being here. Uh, I don't know what else to really say. I've said all I wanted to say. I don't know how I knew a lot of this information, but a lot of it just makes a lot of sense to me and how I think about it. But thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for listening and just taking the time to be here with me. I appreciate y'all, man, and hearing me out and just listen to what I got to say. Cause I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of feedback from some other people that I know that like these type of streams and these type of concept videos that talk about with topics. So, and my thoughts, opinion, and idea, and just how I see it. Oh yeah, for real, for real. Anyway, I don't think there's anything else to say except I'm going to shut her down. Everybody be good. Have a good night, guys. Um, oh yeah, I like talking about this type of stuff. Anyway, guys, be good. Have a good night. I'll catch y'all later. I got a couple things to do. Dylan out. Smell you laters. Kermit says, eat his feet and buy more meat. What the frick, Kermit?